But right now, the focus is on local politics as quarterly financial reports have been released for candidates running for U.S. House and the Senate. Last month, it was decided that Republican Kevin Cramer would face off with Dem NPL candidate Katrina Christensen for a Senate seat. The incumbent reported raising more than $456,000, with almost half coming from political committees. He spent just about $57,000 and has $3.2 million on hand. Now, Christensen has raised more than $338,000. She has spent about $248,000 and has more than $200,000 on hand. Over in the House, it's Republican Julie Fedorchak taking on Dem NPL Trygve Hammer. Fedorchak hauled in more than $409,000, with nearly a quarter coming from political committees. She spent more than $493,000 and has $264,000 on hand. Hammer raised more than $172,000 and spent about $150,000. He has $162,000 on hand. The next federal report is due in October.